What's up, everybody? Thanks for showing up. This is the Electron Bandit. I'm Electron Bandit. The official blind edition crystal super dope show for electronbandit.com, representing games and other stuff. My name is Steve D. Gibbs, aka SG, aka Electron Bandit. Yeah, that's me. Anyway, today is the biggest news. I mean, I was gonna just laugh for like 5 minutes, but that's not a good video, so I decided to say words. Come on, son. I can't. Okay, so that's you see it. You see it up there. This is the news. Xbox. Okay, Microsoft specifically buys Activision Blizzard King. I would have never in 1,000 million years thought that this was going to happen. Possible? Sure. Microsoft has hundreds of probably a little under $200 billion in cash to spend. And you know, interest rates going up, they gotta spend this cash and all that. So I was like, I mean, sure, they probably could buy something big like that, right? Yeah, I'm sure they got enough money. I mean, yeah, it's all about what they want to do with all the billions. And I was working. I was like, do ho wee oh. And I was taking a little lunchy break, right? And I said, now let me look at let me see what's going on the YouTubies, because you know I want to check my numbers, see if nobody's watching, because nobody's watching. And you know, I scrolled a little bit, and the first thing was like, Microsoft buys Activision. I'm like, what? That's a joke. That's not real. Nah, let me keep going. And I see some credible or some YouTubers that don't deal in false stories and such. You know, they're not sensationalists or anything. They just, you know, spit out the news and stuff. I think it was Randall Thor, or was it Dealer? I don't know. It's one of those the group within that circle. And I was like, what? Wait, if he's putting a video, and then Brad Sams, I was like, Brad Sams? Why was he done never? He's straight. He's like vanilla ice cream. And then your boy Sean and Dirt Griggity and all of them, TTS. And I was like, oh boy, this is. And then I went to Twitter, and boom, there it was. Now I'm not going to Twitter. I'm just gonna go to Xbox Wire, and we can read through it. But I'm still in shock. I'm just like, there's no words, because as far as I'm concerned, the console war is over. Xbox One, they are victorious. Let's say Xbox is victorious. Now, let's talk about Sony for a quick second, because it's not really about them. What Sony has become is a boutique niche, if you will, very high quality video game creator. So they create these bespoke, unique, high quality movie-like experiences that are video games. That's what they do. Very specific. What Microsoft is doing is everything. They're like, what don't we have? What could we do to kind of prove to the industry that we're serious about video games? And you know, we want to clean up some messes as well, because you know, we're Microsoft, and sure, we're not perfect, but we're definitely better than probably everybody else out there as far as scandals and such, right? And so they're like, yeah, let's just buy stuff. I mean, we got money, right? It's like, if you kind of hungry, right, and you got $100 in your pocket, you're not just gonna hold on to your $100, because you know, you could just buy something to eat, and then it would be like, oh, that's great. And if I don't spend this $100, then the food that I will buy in the future will be more expensive, so I won't get as much food, other than you're not starving, but still, you get more cluck for your buck. And that was another, I think, deciding factor of this, in that, like I said, interest rates will go up, their money will be worth less, so they'll eventually, or would have had to pay more for an acquisition. Now, the acquisition was for 69.87, 69 point, something like that. Let's see if did they say it here? I don't think they do say it here. No, they don't. Well, let's read this real quick, and then we can go back to the actual numbers. Welcoming the incredible teams and legendary franchises of Activision Blizzard to Microsoft Gaming. Phil Spencer, CEO, Microsoft Gaming. So first of all, Phil got an upgrade. Phil got a promotion. They created a new, I guess, position for him, because before he was just CEO of Xbox not Game Studios. He was just Xbox, CEO of Xbox, basically, right? Now he is CEO of Microsoft Gaming, meaning that he is the boss of Bethesda, Xbox Game Studios, and soon to be Blizzard. Whatchamacallit? Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, and King. So across all of Microsoft's IP, if you will, he is the CEO of the gaming of such IP. So if Xbox decides to buy a studio, still falls under Phil, because Xbox is under him. Xbox is under Microsoft, under him. If they decide to buy another big publisher or whatever, and Microsoft buys it, still under Phil. So it just makes sense as far as logistics goes to give him this new position, because that way he's the boss. He's still the boss, and it made sense. I mean, that was probably in the works for a while. I actually don't know when that changed, but when the Bethesda thing went through, that was when it was necessary, because Bethesda is not under Xbox. Bethesda is next to Xbox, as will Activision, Blizzard, and King will be next to Xbox. Bethesda, Xbox, Activision, Blizzard, King. So what's happening, if you're paying attention? Microsoft is the giant corporation, and then all of these different game studios are being, not studios per se, but like game publishing entities, if you will. Xbox, Activision Blizzard, and Bethesda. And so there are 3 different publishings going on there, which is, I guess, I don't know if that is actually advantageous. I mean, I guess it is, because they can be more agile and flexible as far as, okay, they can work as a giant corporation, but at the same time they have these different tendrils that can kind of be more like I said, agile in what they do or approaches, and it won't affect the other branches. Like Xbox is doing their thing, they're fine, they're cool. Activision Blizzard, they doing their thing, which is different from Xbox, it's different from Bethesda, but as long as the numbers work out, then it should be all good, gravy. Anyway, moving on. Creators of Call of Duty, Warcraft, Candy Crush, Tony Hawk, Diablo, Overwatch, Spyro, Hearthstone, Guitar Hero, Crash Bandicoot, StarCraft, and more join Team Xbox. Now, I think the count is 10 studios, and I think that was only, I'm trying to remember. Now, that's not all of them. They set them down here, so let's keep reading. As a team, we are on a mission to extend the joy and community of gaming to everyone on the planet. We all know that gaming is the most vibrant and dynamic form of entertainment worldwide, and we've experienced the power of social connection and friendship that gaming makes possible. As we pursue that mission, it is incredibly exciting to announce that Microsoft has agreed to acquire Activision Blizzard. I still can't believe it. It's just over many decades, the studios and teams that make up Activision Blizzard have earned vast well springs of joy and respect from billions of people over the world. That's weird. Well springs of joy and respect. That's a good t-shirt. Well springs of joy and respect. That's almost like it sounds like a Christmas sweater, don't it? If you put that on a Christmas sweater with Christmas decorations, it would be a Christmas. I'm gonna make that t-shirt. Maybe. I don't think I'm gonna. We are incredibly excited to have the chance to work with the amazing, talented, dedicated people across Activision Publishing, Blizzard Entertainment, Beanox, Demonware, Digital Legends, High Moon Studio, Infinity Ward, King, Major League Gaming, Radical Entertainment, Raven Software, Sledgehammer Games, Toys for Bob's, Treyarch, and every team across Activision Blizzard. So, they named all these, plus there are more in King alone. because King puts out all these mobile games. So let's count. So Activision Publishing, Blizzard Entertainment. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 plus 14. Well, Activision Publishing is not a. Well, Activision is Activision Publishing. So we can take that away. So it's 13, right? Yeah, at least 13 studios they gained, plus the publishing and all that stuff. So it's like, huh? It's like, oh man, Sony bought 5 studios this year. And then like the other week, who bought? Take-Two bought. What'd they buy? They bought something. They bought Zynga. It's like, whoa, that's the biggest deal ever. $12.7 billion, bigger than the Bethesda deal. And Microsoft's just chilling. They have no idea what's going to happen. They have no idea. And they just said, gabloosh. Biggest deal ever in Microsoft history. Biggest deal in video game history. I think it is. I think they definitely broke the internet. I was listening to Kind of Funny, and what's his name was on there? Gary Whitta and Greg. And Greg was like, bro. Greg was like, I can't believe it. Gary Whitta. You know how he talks. Anyway, until this transaction closes, Activision, Blizzard, and Microsoft will continue to operate independently. Once the deal is complete, the Activision Blizzard business will report to me as CEO, Microsoft Gaming. That's Phil Spencer. Upon close, we will offer as many Activision Blizzard games as we can within Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass. Both new titles and games from Activision Blizzard incredible catalog. Activision Blizzard's incredible catalog. We also announced today that Game Pass now has more than 25 million subscribers. They snuck that in, man. They're like, yo, we're gonna drop the biggest news ever in video game history. They hold the record because they did it before. Now they're doing it again. And then it's like, oh yeah, let's sneak a good news number in there too, 25 million. And the funny thing is, like, if they would have announced, oh, we got 25 million subs, right? All the pointers would be like, oh, it's slow, it's not as fast as we used to be. You were 18 until you only gained 7 million in a year. That sucks, right? That's what they would have said. They can't say nothing now. It's not even. It's like I can't. They try to get it out, like, but the Activision Blizzard King is so heavy on their hearts that they can't say a damn thing. It's not a shame. It's hilarious. As always, we look forward to continue to add more value and more great games to Game Pass. At this point, if they raise the price a little bit, I wouldn't be upset because I'm like, damn, y'all are just shoot. I mean, geez, I can't. Me and Legend were having a back and forth about this. Not about this specifically, about them raising the price eventually. I'm like, yeah, it's probably going to happen. And what I said was, they have to make the price increase be worth it. The value of Game Pass must increase if the price were to increase. They kind of did it. I mean, it's not final right now, but they're announcing it like it's done, which means all they have to do is go through all of the, the left turn, right turn, up and down through government and stuff. And now people are saying, oh, Monopoly, y'all can't do this. No. That's what some of the fanboys are saying. Some of the ponies, some of the donkey unicorns. But if you look at profits for the biggest video game companies on the planet, Sony and Tencent are above Microsoft. So there really isn't an argument, because if Microsoft was making all the money, they were number one, they're making all the money and they're buying all the stuff, then they could say, well, I mean, hold up, let some other people make some money. But they're not. They're not making all the money like that. Sony's making all that money. That's from selling all those PlayStation 4s, which is cool. Congrats to them. I mean, they're going to keep selling them too. That's their solution. Sony says, yo, let's give them some more PlayStation 4s. And Microsoft was like, yeah, we're going to buy Activision? Is that cool? I mean, y'all could go buy a PlayStation 4. That's what you want. You can buy that. but we gonna buy this. So we gonna buy Call of Duty. Now, for y'all thinking about exclusives, you're done. You're done. Call of Duty will be an exclusive on Xbox once this deal settles. So not this year, not next year, probably 2024. The 2024 holiday season when Call of Duty, if Call of Duty is gonna have a game that year, it ain't coming on PlayStation unless PlayStation is on Game Pass. I mean, unless Game Pass is on PlayStation. Those are the words. That's the only way it's gonna happen. Sony done messed up. Sony messed up. I can't. There's no way to kind of describe the mess up. I'm still in shock that this news is ridiculous. I'm like on the sidelines, right? And I'm looking at these two giant companies. Well, one's a behemoth and one's just a big person. And I'm like, oh, okay. What's the question? The question is, what can Sony do to counter? They can't. They got knocked out. That's what happened. TKO, only with 2 punches. The ref was like, no, this fool, they out. What can Sony? Sony can't do nothing. Ponies and Donkey Unicorns are going to be on Twitter's. We got Final Fantasy. No one cares about Final Fantasy. Y'all care about it. Y'all like, oh, Final Fantasy. Nah, B. Final Fantasy's played out. I bet you this next Final Fantasy, is it me? Or is like there like no real hype for that? Final Fantasy is just it's really just a prestige, like a name. It's like, yeah, Final Fantasy used to be good. And it's still alright. It's not horrible. But really, is it moving systems and stuff? I mean, maybe a couple. But I would argue that World of Warcraft is a more popular game than Final Fantasy, whatever. I mean, I guess 14 is the most. It's 14? Realm Reborn. 15, 14, 13, 15, 14. So, dude, it's so many. And it's not even just that, right? It's like you have these. I mean, honestly, COD is the biggest thing in this, but it's more than that. It's okay. It's just more than just COD. Even though COD is a giant kind of slap in the face to take it away from the PlayStation, which will happen. You know, the main game will happen. The main game will be taken away when they seal the deal. But like they did with Bethesda, any game, they say legacy game, but that means those like Warzone, the ongoing multiplayer, free to play, whatever. They're not going to take that. That'll stay. They'll keep supporting that on PlayStation. But a new entry in the Call of Duty franchise, that's not going to PlayStation. Just like the new entry in Elder Scrolls, you know, Oblivion or not Elder Scrolls 7. I don't remember what number they're on. That's not on PlayStation. Starfield is not on PlayStation. So it's a wrap. If to paraphrase, I forgot who was it. What was it? Marlon? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Okay. Upon close, I read that already. Fantastic franchises across Activision Blizzard will also accelerate our plans for cloud gaming, allowing more people in more places around the world to participate in the Xbox community using phones, tablets, laptops, and other devices you already own. Activision Blizzard games are enjoyed on a variety of platforms, and we plan to continue to support these communities moving forward. Now, there's one thing I didn't talk about. One thing a lot of people, some people did, but not really. What Microsoft is doing it is about Game Pass, but it's also about I don't want to call it the Prime Directive, but what they were trying to do back when they were like, oh, we want to take over the living room, right? And that was the thing. That was like, oh, we're going to have a box on every TV, blah, 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 right? But here's what happened. It's not antiquated, but the technology roadmap has changed. So if you look at any young person, let's say tweens to teens to young adults, right? This is what's up. They on the phone. They on their phone And that's where the cloud gaming, Game Pass, you plus they got King. What do they make? Mobile games. It's like they saw the shift and they said, okay, it's not about the living room no more. It's about part of the living room. It really was about phones. It really was about the mobile market because there's a billion, trillion, gazillion phones out there. And once Game Pass is ubiquitous in a way that it's like it is the best mobile or the biggest and the best. And that's what they're striving for because there's so many more people on phones, playing on phones, especially in Japan and places like that, in Asia. That's what's up. They're not looking for American living rooms. They're looking for world domination on your phone, son. Sony is so much on this other. I don't know what they're doing. They literally make phones. I mean, Microsoft does too now, but I mean, they used to have the Windows Phone, but that was. But Sony makes phones. They have a phone company division. They're not even trying. Who has a Sony Ericsson? Who? I don't know anybody who has one of those. And I'm looking at them like, I mean, they all right, I guess. They're cool. They're long. It's a cool phone. I don't know. Specs sound good. I bet the camera's good because they're good with cameras, the CMOS system, all the sensors and stuff. Nobody has a Sony Ericsson phone. It's almost like they're like, well, we have this money in this phone division. We have to spend it. Okay, just design a new phone. Let's put it out of there. Okay. And then they do it, and nobody buys them. They're expensive too, but okay. As a company, Microsoft is committed to our journey for inclusion in every aspect of gaming among both players. We deeply value individual studio cultures. We also believe that creative success and autonomy go hand in hand with treating every person with dignity and respect. We hold all teams, all leaders to this commitment. We're looking forward to extending our culture of proactive inclusion in the great teams across Activision Blizzard. See, they're trying to rectify all that legal stuff that Bobby Kotick is going through. And it has been said that once the deal goes through, Bobby's probably gonna be out of there. You know what I'm saying? So until then, he's still there for now. But once the deal, it set it up and before it said, once the deal happens, Activision Blizzard will answer to the CEO of Microsoft Gaming, which is Phil Spencer, not Bobby Kotick, who is the current CEO of Activision Blizzard. So I will imply that means that he's out of there. Bobby's out. Around the world, there is no more exciting venue for fun and connection than video games. There has never been a better time to play than right now. As we extend the joy and community of gaming to everyone, we look forward to welcoming all of our friends at Activision Blizzard to Microsoft Gaming. Gaming leadership. Phil Spencer. Beep. Ashley, I've seen her. They did all the pronouns. Okay. Was that corporate vice president of experiences development? I don't know what that experiences development is. That like UI or something? Human resources, HR. Nobody likes you. No, I'm just kidding. Xbox product services. Okay, I've never seen him before. He's okay. Chief of staff. Hey. Gaming marketing. Wait, where's Aaron Greenberg? Aaron Greenberg is. Wait a second. What happened to Aaron Greenberg? Oh, he's the vice president. So is Aaron Greenberg president of marketing? I think he is. I would have. Okay, whatever. We'll get to that. Kareem is cloud gaming. Is that corporate vice president? So actually, Jarrett West might be Aaron Greenberg's boss because he is. I think this is all Microsoft. I don't know, but he says Xbox. So if it doesn't say Xbox, then it's Microsoft. Okay. GM Gaming Communications. I don't know what that is. VP, lawyer. Okay. Gaming Business Development. Another lawyer, maybe. Lucas Man Booty. Hey, Zara Bond. Gaming Ecosystem Organization. Game Pass. Okay, so Game Fund. Gaming ecosystem organization. So that, I mean, that's Game Pass, but that's more, that covers more than Game Pass, right? That's like what is that? I mean, it's Game Pass, I guess the store, the marketplace, dashboard, or I mean, actually, yeah, I mean, I guess tangentially speaking, it would be the store and all that stuff, but mainly Game Pass. Because Game Pass is the main focus of Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, PC Game Pass, how they interact. I mean, mainly she does the deals, I guess. I don't know. But that's, let me get out of here. Let me get it. There we go. So, I mean, basically that's it. Let me see if I can get some of the deets on the actual, it's all Xbox, where I'm going to go back. Excuse me, princess. Let's go to the New York to Bloomberg. Let's go to Bloomberg. They're reputable. Wow. Okay, stop it. Where's the get out of here, boy? Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that one. No. Is that? No. Son of a bastard. They tricked me. Is Bloomberg one of those pay things now? Okay, here we go. Oh, that was the same. You know what? Forget Bloomberg. We're going to The Verge. Motherflower. Anyway. What? How long is that? I'm not listening to that. $68.7 billion. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. And basically the same thing I already read. Oh no, we're deeply invested in world-class content community and the cloud to usher in a new era of gaming that puts players and creators first and makes gaming safe, inclusive, and accessible to all, says Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella. Boom. So that's what's up, yo. They did 7.5 at Bethesda. Now they at 68.7 billion. It kind of makes me angry because all these billions of dollars is flying around. But you know what? That's the big boy. I'm not in that. I'm not in the big boy leagues where I can throw around, 9 figures. That's 9 figures, right? I don't know. But it's all good though. And honestly, close it out. It's done. They have Microsoft, Xbox has officially ended the console war. There's no competition. Sony cannot afford what they just did. If you combine it, it's like $76 million. $76.2 million. Is that right? $76.2 million. For these two, if you add them all up, then it's gonna be more, but it's crazy. And there's no counterpunch. There's no comeback from this. Sony can buy Square Enix. I don't know if Square Enix will sell, but they locked down Square Enix. Oh, we got exclusives. Blah, blah, blah. See, what Sony's doing is leasing. They're leasing games. They're leasing to maybe buy, but it's up to the leasor. It's up to Square Enix to say, yeah, you can buy us, or nah, we're good. We just keep your money. Bye. Meanwhile, Xbox is like, yeah, we gonna buy all of that, right? We gonna buy that. Be like, bro, don't you want to do a deal? No, we just gonna buy you. But it's suspect. Yeah, we know. We got money. And y'all, yeah, there's a thing I didn't mention. This was a 100% cash deal. $68.7 billion in cash. No stock. Like, oh, it was $2 cash and then 68.7 point in stock. No. No stock. No Microsoft stock. No, none of that. All cash, baby. That's how they roll, B. Like the Zynga deal, that was both. That was cash and stocks. But people don't. It's like, oh, that's $12.7 billion. Oh my gosh, it wasn't. it was less whatever the stocks were worth and however many they got. I don't remember the numbers, but it was a half. Wasn't half and half, but it was partial stock deal and a partial cash deal. So they did this all on cash, baby. They still got more in the bank though. That's the crazy thing. Are they gonna spend it? I mean, they would like to because, like I said, inflation and interest rates. Their money is worth more right now. So maybe they'll buy a couple little studios here and there as they see fit. With that type of money, they could have probably. I was gonna say they could have probably bought Sony. I mean, they could have probably bought Sony with the money that they actually have or can get. But Sony would never sell because they're too proud. They're Japan. And then, remember when Nintendo laughed them out the room because, oh man, they tried to buy us? Look what they're doing now. Buying one of the biggest video game companies. And anyway, that's it. That's all. I appreciate you hanging out. Like, subscribe. Man, this is the big. I couldn't make this a short video because it's ridiculous. This news is so crazy. But, let's celebrate the end of the console war. It is over, and now I can rest. Until to wait.